Hi, everyone. Thank you. I didn't realize we'd have a table like this. Is this like the Red Wedding? I'm just waiting for somebody to. That's a Game of Thrones reference for anybody. So thank you. This is a real honor to be here. If I turn it like this, it'll be, yeah, that's better. It's a real honor to be here. You know, for the past year, I've watched as Michael and Jim have worked their butts off and stressed their nerves out to make this day true to both of them and a special moment for everyone here. And guys, you did it. Tonight is perfect. So just a round of applause for Michael and Jim, please. You know, I should say it's nearly perfect. You know, this is actually, I have a confession, this is actually the first gay wedding I've been to. Jim is my first close friend to get gay married. And I noticed there's something missing. There needs to be white at every wedding, right? And look at them, you have two black tuxedos. So I had this idea. I thought I'd open the mic, stand aside, and let people say their piece about what's happening in Washington. That way Michael and Jim would both turn white as ghosts, and we'd have white at this wedding. Oh boy. But I will not do that. I won't do that. No. I won't, no, come on guys. I won't do that. They asked me to keep politics out of the room tonight, and I will adhere to that. Seriously, this is a happy occasion, and we're here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to celebrate what brought all of us here together tonight, free shrimp and alcohol. So, Jim and I met in DC when we were junior staffers on Capitol Hill. We were in our early 20s, and we became fast friends. And 5 years later, we're just as close. No, Jim and I have been friends for more than 25 years, sometimes living in the same city, sometimes living on opposite ends of the country. But no matter where we lived, no matter where we were, there's never been an inch of distance between us. And for the past 6 years, I've never seen Jim so happy and so not cranky. maybe just a little cranky. Seriously, crazy smart, an insatiable curiosity about everything and everyone around him, and a pop culture wiki for all the other pop culture wikis. Michael is Jim's soulmate, his brain mate, his taste bud mate, and more often than Jim will admit, his checkmate. But, you want that on a t-shirt, okay. Although, Michael, with your permission, I'd like to talk about Jim for a couple of minutes. You see, of all the things we love about Jim, a heart of gold, a brilliant chef, a soaring intellect, he went to Harvard. Does everybody here know that Jim went to Harvard? Jim, I assume you told the catering staff earlier, I guess it's... One other thing we all know is that being around Jim is like having a comedian for hire, and an A-list one at that. And his sense of humor comes from two things that define him profoundly. He's very Italian, and he's very, very gay. In Jim's world, the good fellas are Will and Grace. But one thing you may not know is that being both gay and Italian presents some challenges for Jim. For example, Jim talks with his hands, which is hell on his manicurist. Like every good Italian man, he wears a gold chain as a belt. And like every little boy destined to be gay, he spent countless hours in the kitchen with his mother. Together they made focaccia bread, pasta fazool, ossobuco, but he had an eyebrow-raising interest when they made Italian sausage. Okay, I know. Well, that brings me to the world-famous Italian temper, which I'm about to experience. And Jim's no exception. You should have seen him accused of cheating at Star Trek Trivia Night. It was ugly. But again, being gay, he handles it differently. Jim doesn't do severed horse heads. that would stain the Martha Stewart sheets. He doesn't smack people with broom handles, not when he can program the Roomba to bump them in the ankle. And he sure doesn't dump bodies in ditches, not in these pants. Now, Italians are also known for something else, their devotion to family and friends. And that is certainly true about Jim. And everyone here can testify to that. But there's no one Jim's more devoted to than Michael. You know, everyone talks about how lucky it is that Michael and Jim found each other. Well, being found implies that they were lost before. And Michael, I can tell you, Jim was lost before he met you. Because even though he didn't know you, he knew you. He knew you were out there, and he found you. And that's the story of 1,000 movies and the lyrics to 1,000 songs. And now, Michael and Jim, that's your story, and it's your song. So please raise your glass to Michael and Jim, lost and now found, a lifetime of happiness.